Hear me out, Iceman is way more overpowered than you think he is. Iceman freezed hell. You know how strong you gotta be to be able to do something like that? That is a crazy feat on his own. But he can create ice clones of himself, essentially an army actually, all with the same power. But it also goes into a type of teleportation because he can create an ice clone across the world, maybe in Africa or Asia or something. Now he can convert his conscious into that being and basically be over there. So it's not really teleportation, but a type of teleportation. He also has been able to make ice wings, meaning he can fly, but he usually just slides around with ice. It's different. I love it because who else is doing that? I mean, let's be honest here. Who else is really doing what Bobby Drake does? But right off the bat, I want to say Bobby Drake as a kid was even powerful. He joined the X-Men when he was 16, maybe 15. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that. But ever since then, he's just gotten more powerful. And especially when he locked the form of ice himself and even becoming denser and denser, that's when you really started seeing his real ability. He could not die. He could not be killed unless Nimrod thinks of some weird way to do so. Iceman should not be messed with, I'm telling you. Fire is not actually something that could be used against him. He even froze the Hulk in place. He froze Juggernaut in place and threw him across the city. His feats go way past than what we all thought it did. Because usually X-Men media likes to downplay what he can do, but he can beat a lot of the X-Men on his own. Now, if y'all don't know, 70% of your body is water. He can control temperatures. He doesn't just create ice. He can control the temperature around them and even drop it to exactly 0. He can control the water inside of you and turn that to ice. Freeze you in that exact moment to where you can't do anything. Not only that, he can create anything he wants with his ice. That is a shield, that is a car. It won't be working, but that is a car. He creates swords, guns that actually might work, catapults. He could freeze rivers, oceans. If he wanted to, the whole world could be frozen over. And honestly, I think he has a place on the top 10 Omega mutants. Now, I'm not gonna say he's just this powerful and doesn't have any weaknesses. There is one major weakness, is that usually most of the time he's a kid or super young, so he can only do 1 to 2 to 3 of these abilities at one time. He can't overextend his powers yet, but that's another thing that makes him powerful. Being Iceman and controlling temperatures and water being all around you on the planet, he can recharge pretty fast. But did you know he was this powerful? Because I think this solidifies him as one of my top 10 favorite heroes of all time.